Hello, let's do Wordle for Wednesday, December 10th. Yesterday we spun the wheel and it told us to start with smile. Seems like a happy start. All right, we have an S and we end in E. It makes me want to just end in SE. The word rouse comes to mind. The word purse comes to mind. It depends on if I want to be heavy with the word tense comes to mind. Maybe I should try the double E strategy today because the T and the N are high value letters. Very high value. There's also terse. Why not? Let's try the double E strategy. See if there's two E's in the word today. You know what? There are two E's in the word. Wow, that's very lucky. In fact, there might be three. No, there's not three. I was thinking the word geese, but the E can't go second. But this is interesting because the E isn't second. So we're not like another one of that form. I mean, my initial thought is just put the E here, but it doesn't really feel like a word, does it? So maybe we start with E. What can we do here? Eros. Let me just try different vowels here to see. Oh, erase. As soon as I tried the A, erase popped out. That's exactly what I was going for. All right, and it was erase. Wow. So the strategy of, we have one E. Let's see if there's two of them. Actually worked out quite well today because there were two. Also, it does the bot does it with T as well. If you have a single T, it'll often try for the second T. Very interesting. It worked out today. Cool. I think tense is not going to be the most common follow-up. I wonder if rouse will be or something else. Well, we're about to do analysis, so let's see. But first, we are going to spin our members wheel. My YouTube members add words to this wheel, and today it is Greg Frey's suggestion of whoop. So if you'd like to follow along, start with whoop tomorrow. For all you know, there are two O's in tomorrow's word. All right, well, let's do our analysis. So I'm going to pull this out, reference, and then here we go. The answer was erase, and I started with smile. Okay, so it isn't doing the double E. I did tense. Tense was going to lose on the aced trap. Ooh, okay, I didn't even think of that. The two words left were erase and obese. So there is a word that does ESE. It's obese. Interesting. Eros would have been accepted. Or is that eros or eros? I don't know. Caese? C-A-E-S-E? Interesting. Almost seems like a typo of cease. All right, it's not, but... All right, so I won a 50-50 on that, too. So I got very lucky today. It would have done chase or faith or prose. Yeah, so the ASE is probably what I was thinking rouse, actually. It doesn't like rouse. Does rouse lose on something? Well, rouse loses on the ace trap as well. So you got to be really careful about that ace trap. So you got to guess something that uses letters from the ace trap. Cast, paste. Okay. Haste. Yeah, so these all get two from the ace trap, or just prose? I don't know. Anyway, chase is what it would go with. From chase, we're down to a base, erase, and tease. Interesting. And then so it's going to go for erase or tease because we're testing that double E. They get each other. Otherwise, it's a base. So it could get in 3. It could get in 4. Same with mine. All right. We're going to look at tails. It's suggested starting word. We're going to go spare here and then erase. So that's a pretty straightforward solve. From steal, different yellows. Arise and then erase. All right. Makes some amount of sense. Adieu. It's the A and the E. It's going to go trace. And then brave or grave. Either way, I don't think it really matters. Now it's going to go grape. And then it could go frame erase. So these could be swapped, but it gets a 5 or 6. So stressful game for adieu people. With just the A in audio, it goes table, which might lose on a lot of these traps. And then crave, and then grape, and then eraser frame. So very similar to the Wordle Solve. It's going to get in 5 or 6. All right. And then a lot of people start with stare. It's only erase. So stare people are getting it in 2 today. Or they're finding praise or erase. They can't think of erase. Kind of hard to think of erase, like repeating the E there. I don't know. It kind of does look like you're going to put the R second. You're going to move the S to there, and then erase is going to pop out. So it's actually not that bad. Trace statistically is most likely to get in 2. So we like to test that. Drake, grave, not today. Could go frame erase. But we say it gets lucky, so it's getting a 4. And then place is what the official bot starts with. Going to go great, and then break. And again, this frame erase just keeps coming up. So we'll see if it goes frame first or not. Cool. So let's check with the official bot as well. Did you beat the bot? My analysis. All right, 88 skill, which is average. 72 luck, higher than average. 3 steps lower than average. All right. So how many started with smile? 505 readers started with smile. Interesting. So it's a common starting word beyond my viewers, I think. I'm not the only one to do tense, but it's certainly not the most common. Chase and prose and phase, chose, paste. Going right into the ace trap. House, pause, those, parse, tense. Interesting. But I'm not the only one who did tense. And the people who did tense did very well. All right. So people in this situation, yeah, I don't think this situation is correct from the spot, because you would not guess geese with a yellow E there, right? At least not 19% of people in this situation would do that, 36. So it's not quite the same situation, in my opinion. Let's see. Place, stare, erase. So it doesn't go, yeah, stare only can be erase. So it doesn't go for the great, it goes for stare. All right, smile is 0.1%. We're off the grid for the, let's see, I wonder if zooming out doesn't really do anything, does it? Oh, it was right there. You can't scroll it, which is there an old chart? It doesn't really matter. Okay. Oh, wow. A lot, yeah, this is 96.4% solve rate. People are losing on frame. That's the one that kept coming up in the bot. Break, praise. Yeah. Oh, so you've got RASE and you don't think of erase, and you're trying a bunch of consonants, and praise locks in and you lose. That's what that story is. Graze, Drake. It's the RAE trap. Once you're in that, which we saw quite a bit, like with the ado starters and such, if you don't make the right choices as you move along, which is very hard to do because you only get 2 letters at once, then you can just get trapped and lose a bunch of different words. Here's that U raise as well. So not thinking of repeating the E, going, what the heck is this word? This isn't a real word. Trying, just eventually going and trying all the letters, and one of these like praise or erase locks in and you lose. All right, cool. Well, how'd you do? And that is it for Wordle. If you'd like to watch the New York Times games, you can click at the end of the video. It'll take you right there. I also have a pinned comment with all the games I played today. And if you enjoyed this, why don't leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.